How are you guys? When I saw it was 7 o'clock, I was like, that's so close to my bedtime. I don't know what time the kids go to bed. How is everybody? Oh, so this goes on YouTube also? How are you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. When I saw it was 7 o'clock, I was like, that's so close to my bedtime. I don't know what time the kids go to bed. I hear myself being repented. Is that the YouTube theme?
Oh, you know what?
So
I just need to mute the YouTube. Hold on.
Oh.
When I saw it was 7 o'clock, I was like, that's so close to my bedtime. Sorry, everybody. We'll be good now with the echo. Just give it a second to catch up on YouTube. And thank you, Mrs. Young, for coming. This is so great. We have a good number of people tonight for a fun story, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. I'm so excited to do this. I loved this idea when I saw it come out in the email, and I was on my leave, but I immediately signed up for when I would be back. And then I was like, well, what book do I want to read? And I just felt like I needed a book that represented me. And if you've ever been in my class, you know that I have certain rules. And so I actually brought my board with me so I can show you guys. So the first one is always try our best. The next one is work hard, be nice, smile. And then my last is my favorite. And it says dance whenever possible. And every Friday, I do something called Fiesta Friday. We dance our way into the weekend. And although it's Thursday night, I still wanted to do something dance related. So there's this book, and it's called Giraffes Can't Dance. And I love this book. I love the message in this book. And it was one of the first books that I bought for my son because I was so excited to share it with him. So now I'm going to share it with you guys tonight. And then at the end, we're going to end this night Mrs. Young style as well. So I hope you have on your jam me's because you'll see why. All right, giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, looky, clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me? Coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. And Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. And I love this book because every year I'll always have somebody say, but I can't dance or I don't like to dance. But I know when we find the song that's right for us, when we find what we love, we can do anything. So just like I love to end my day, we are going to jammy ourselves to bed. I need to go get my dance partner, but I will start the music in the meantime. So get up. We're going to dance. I'm going to get my dance partner.
I got this feeling.
Whoop. Sorry, I got to put it back on.
Inside my bones, it goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. I can see what you when you dance. Feel it creeping up on you, so just dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance. So just dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. Don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket. It's all in my feet, I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. I can see but you when you dance. Feel the good creeping up on you, so just dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. So just dance.
All right, guys. I hope that you enjoyed my book. I hope you enjoyed a little dance break. You know I love dancing my way into the weekend, but we've got one more day of school this week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I will keep the music playing. You can keep boogieing on down until it's time to go to bed.
Thank you.
I can't stop the.
Thank you. That was so fun. Nice. Thank you. That was nice.
Can't stop the.
Bye. Mom.
So good night.
Bye. Have a good night.
We're done.
Bye, Grayson. Bye, Jenna. Bye. Bye, Grayson. Bye, Grayson.
Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling.